this is going to be absolutely epic. Ladies and gentlemen, not a game of the year, but probably a game of the year contender, Crimson Desert. This is from Push Square. Never heard of this website. Don't expect Crimson Desert to be easy. PS5 open world or won't have difficulty options at launch. It's also available on Steam and everywhere else. Crimson Desert will not have a journalist mode. It's just gonna have the game. Raise hell, praise Dale. Raise hell, praise Dale. Oh! No journalists. Journalists will not be happy with this game because they're not going to offer a journalist mode. Boy, howdy, let's go into this. It's starting to sound like Crimson Desert will offer up a stern challenge when it launches on PS5 next month. Okay, they're that Push Square. Got it. You're a PlayStation play. Also, it's on Steam. Also, it's on a bunch of other places. I don't have PS5. There's still plenty of questions surrounding the hugely ambitious open world title, but the developer Pearl Abyss is at least starting to answer some of the bigger ones. Case in point, marketing PR director Will Powers took to the Dropped Frames podcast over the weekend, as per Games Radar, in a bid to clear up the title's 2 points. Actually, Will Powers, man, he's making the podcast circuit. Like, he's not just been on one, he's been doing a bunch. I've seen him pop up in a few of the places. And I think that he is doing a very, very good job. Straight up, and one of the ones I was watching, a guy that I watched was interviewing the PR guy for Pearl Abyss who's talking about Crimson Desert. And the interviewer, being Luke Stevens, is like, hey, by the way, if I ask a question or something that you can't answer, he's like, it's just so you know, it's totally fine for you to say, I can't answer that, or I need to. And Will Powers, like a fucking G, just goes, I'm going to answer every question that I'm allowed to. And he goes, but I will never not. And he goes, and if there's a question that I can't, he's like, if I have to talk around it, I will. But that's just my job. If I have to talk around the answer, I will talk around the answer. He's like, but I will never just say, no, I can't answer that. He's like, and he was like, but just so you know, if there are answers I can't answer, he's like, I'll just talk around them and just do the best that I can. And I'm like, wait, he just said it. Like, Luke Stevens, the interviewer, was like, hey, if you can't answer questions, totally fine to say I can't answer. He's like, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to give an entertaining answer to the audience. I'm not just going to say, no, I can't answer. I'm going to give an entertaining answer to the audience. And if I have to talk around some stuff that I'm not legally allowed to answer, and I'm like, holy crap. Wait, dude, I think an angel cried the day that a PR guy was honest with us about how he has to conduct his answers. I think an angel cried. An angel might have been born that day. That's like a lawyer saying he's going to be honest. It's so crazy. So anyway, it was. All right. So anyway. All right. When asked about difficulty specifically, Powers reiterated that Crimson Desert is not a Souls-like, something that the developer has stated that. I am so fucking tired of hearing Souls-like people. Anybody who's like, oh, it's a Souls-like, and I look at it, I'm like, it's not a Souls-like. You didn't play video games before 2010. Most things that people refer to as a Souls-like legitimately have the same combat that Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time had. Talked with my friends about this extensively. It's fucking stupid. They haven't played games before 2010. They were not there in the before times. Anyway. However, he quickly adds, does that mean the game's easy? Hell no. The way Powers describes it, Crimson Desert is going for a kind of open world design. This is similar to Elden Ring, but again, without the typical Souls-like level of difficulty. That is, players will be encouraged to back away from any foes that are simply too powerful and explore the locations instead until they're strong enough to survive the clash. Oh my good, wait, which means you actually have to play the game and go get powerful? That is how you entice exploration. It's like, I'm fighting this guy, he's way too powerful, he's bodying me, I'm gonna go explore and then come back later, and then I am going to teabag the shit out of the dead boss that I just beat. You can just leave, you can do something else, you can upgrade weapons, you can do side questing, you can find different things in order to make the fight easier for you. He explains, a difficulty level is not required. You know what's required to play video games, ladies and gentlemen? Thinking. Thinking is required to play video games. Overcoming the obstacle, overcoming the puzzle. I don't know, becoming somebody who can it's something that the modern worker in America is not familiar with. It's called problem solving, right? And that's what gaming used to be, was problem solving. Hey, there's a problem in front of you, fucking figure out how to do it. And sometimes it was cheesing it, and I'm gonna hide behind this rock and just shoot this guy with 120, arrows that do 1.5 damage until the boss just goes away. And sometimes it was like, no, I'm gonna walk into this boss fight and I'm gonna be overpowered as fuck and I'm gonna trivialize it, And sometimes, problem solving is, putting down the controller, realizing that you're inadequate to actually play video games, call your girlfriend, cry to her, have her break up with you, call your mom, cry to your mother. Your mother's gonna tell you, sweetheart, stop crying over video games. Please, for the love of God, get out of my basement, go get a real fucking job, do something with your life, and just for the love of all that's holy, please figure out how to deal with your own shit instead of just trying to find a difficulty slider in a video game. Is that, did I make that clear? Did I make that clear? The way to make video games easy, ladies and gentlemen, is to think, is to use your brain, to problem solve. You know that thing that school tried to get you to do that you're like, school's stupid, I don't need to do that. Yeah, problem solve, and you'll be able to beat any video game in front of you. Because apparently Crimson Desert is not going to have a journalist mode. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, thank you guys. If you're watching the VOD, I appreciate you guys watching the VOD. You should join me on Mondays and Thursdays with the live chat. The live chat's already heard this already, but you haven't heard this because you're only watching the VOD and you're not here on Mondays and Thursdays. Chat, you've got to tell them. You got to comment when I put the VOD up. Hey, you need to be in chat because we have fun. We have fun in the chat. Chat, what say you?